Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa with Next Up is Lisa. Today I had a taste for pizza. So since it's only me, I decided to look for a recipe that I could make so that I could have a personal pizza just for myself. I didn't want to, make too much and just have leftover or waste. So I have this book. It's called The Cook's Illustrated All-Time Best Dinners for Two. And in this book, they have a recipe for, what is it called again? I just lost the page. For a skillet pizza. And this pizza is enough for 2 people. So what I decided to do was to make the pizza crust and to divide it in 2 so that I can have one for tonight and one for another night. And so that's what I've done. If you're interested in seeing how this comes out, stick around. So here I am preparing the ingredients for the pizza dough, and we're going to start with 1 cup of bread flour. You can also substitute all-purpose flour. Bread flour just gives the pizza crust a perfect chew. I'm also adding 3/4 teaspoon of instant yeast, not active yeast, but instant yeast. I was out of instant yeast, so I had to run down to my niece's house and borrow some from her. That's why it's in a baggie. Her name is Kanisha, and she has a channel on YouTube called Cooking with Kani, and she has awesome recipes. She does a lot of cooking with the Ninja Foodie, so check her out. I'm also adding some, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to pulse everything a little bit just to get it mixed up as soon as I get the top on my food processor, I would say. So just pulsing again to get everything mixed up. Now while the food processor is running, I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil to the dry ingredients. And next I'm going to add 7 tablespoons of warm water. It's about 110 degrees, and I'm going to add each tablespoon 1 tablespoon at a time. And I didn't speed this up because I wanted you to see how the dough changes in the food processor as I'm adding the water. I literally had to hold the food processor in place because it was starting to shake. And the whole goal of this is for the dough to come together into a ball and move from the sides of the food processor like it's doing now. So now that the dough has come together, I just let it knead like that for about 2 minutes, and I straightened up a little bit, put some more flour down on my surface, and oiled the bowl that I'm going to proof the dough in. The recipe says to roll it around a little bit on the surface and to bring it into a tight ball. And so that's just what I'm trying to do here. And there you have it. I'm putting it in the bowl and I'm rolling it around so that all sides are well oiled. I don't want it to dry out. And now I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap and put it in a warm draft-free area so that it can rise, and it'll stay there about 1.5 hours. So it has doubled in size, and I'm just going to take it out and put it on a floured surface again. And I'm just gonna cut it in half because it makes enough for 2 people. So since it's just me, I'm gonna cut it in half and put one half aside and put that in the freezer so that I can make another pizza in the coming weeks. Here I'm just spreading it out. I am not making this into a round, it's just into whatever it comes out to be. And I put it on some parchment paper to make it easier to transfer to the oven. I sprinkled a little bit of garlic powder on it, and I've also added the pasta sauce. As you can see, I'm adding some rosemary and garlic seasoning and as much pepperonis as I would like. Here I'm placing a little bit of extra sharp cheese. This is just my preference on my pizza, and then I'm going to top it with pepper jack cheese. That's what I had available, so we're going to have a pepper jack and pepperoni cheese pizza tonight. And I'm just kind of spreading it all around so that it'll be even, and each place will have a little bit of cheese. And here I am, I'm transferring it into the oven on a pizza stone. I actually went back and took it off of the parchment paper, and then when I took it out of the oven, I transferred it back to the parchment paper because it's just much easier than trying to get a 500-degree pizza stone out of the oven. And here I am checking to make sure how crisp it is and cutting the pizza for tonight's dinner. Well, everyone, as you can see, my pizza came out of the oven. It is delicious. The crust has that chewiness that the bread flour gives it, and it is very crispy. So I'm going to have a seat and enjoy my pizza because it's getting kind of late. Now, I do want to let you know that I did take that other half of the dough and I put it in the freezer so that I can have pizza the next time I want. But I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content, cooking for one or cooking for two, and to also hit that notification bell so that you'll be aware of every time I post a video. Anyway, I hope that you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.